Hi, I'm Billie Eilish. Meeting my fans has always been a special experience for me, but sometimes one encounter can change everything. Recently, I met a girl named Lila, and her courage and passion deeply moved me. This is the story of that day. It was the day before one of my concerts. The weather was gloomy, the rain was pouring, and the streets were filled with people rushing around. Amid all the chaos, I decided to take a walk and gather my thoughts. As I walked down a busy street, something caught my eye. Among the crowd, there was stillness. A young girl sitting under a street lamp with an old guitar on her lap. Her melody was so faint it was barely audible. Her voice was extraordinary. Each note carried a hidden story. I was so captivated that it felt like my world stopped for a moment. I walked closer, bending slightly as the rain fell around us. I said gently, "What's your name? Where did you learn this song?" Her eyes widened. It was clear she wasn't expecting a stranger to approach her. "My name is Lila," she said shyly. "I learned this song from your videos, but this is my version. I changed the lyrics a little." Her words stunned me. This wasn't just someone trying to copy. This was someone pouring her emotions into a song. "That's incredible," I said with a smile. "You've made the song your own." I stepped closer and asked, "Why are you playing here in the rain? Have you tried playing somewhere else?" Lila paused for a moment, then smiled faintly. "My mom and I just moved to this city. Life's been a bit tough. I'm trying to save some money for her, and playing music makes me happy." Her words touched me deeply. She wasn't just trying to survive. She was holding on to her dreams. "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I asked. Her eyes lit up. "I want to be a singer just like you," she said. Hearing that, I knew I had to do something for her. "Well," I said, smiling, "how about we work on something together? I'd love to show you a few things." I sat down next to her, ignoring the rain. She carefully handed me her guitar, treating it like her most treasured possession. "Let's start with some chords," I said. I showed her a few, and she picked them up so quickly that I was amazed. Her rhythm, though natural and unpolished, was full of potential. We worked on a simple melody together. Her voice, timid at first, grew stronger and more confident. People passing by began to stop and listen. When we finished, I turned to her and said, "Lila, you're truly talented. With the right opportunity, you could achieve incredible things." I asked about her past. Her expression softened, her gaze dropping slightly. "My dad passed away years ago," she said quietly. "My mom and I have moved a lot, but music has always been my escape." Hearing this, I realized just how much music meant to her. I couldn't just leave her there. I called my manager right away. "I've met someone amazing, and we need to do something for her." The next day, we invited Lila to a local studio. We gathered equipment, arranged for recording gear, and reached out to a music mentor who could guide her long term. But it wasn't just about the music. I wanted to support her mom as well. We provided financial assistance and made sure Lila could focus on both her music education and school. The next day, we arrived at the studio. Watching Lila step into that space was unforgettable. Her eyes widened as she took in the microphones, soundproof walls, and studio lights. It was as if she was stepping into a dream. She recorded her first demo that day. Her voice, raw yet full of emotion, left everyone in the room amazed. Seeing her come alive in that studio was a moment I'll never forget. At the end of the session, Lila turned to me, holding the first copy of her demo CD. Her hands trembled slightly, her voice shaky. "I'll never forget what you've done for me." I smiled back and said, "Make sure you help someone else too. That's the best way to complete the circle of kindness." That day, I didn't just change a young girl's life, she changed mine. Lila reminded me that music isn't just a career, it's a force that connects and heals people. Sometimes, the smallest gesture can create the biggest change in someone else's world. Let's never forget the power of kindness and the hope we can give each other, because in the end, kindness always finds its way back to us. If this story moved you, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. See you in the next story.